Okay, now your favorite time of the week. Last week we mentioned that in Panama they had a lot of complaints if we don't start off the shir that it's your favorite time of the week. So we want to make sure that V'yisem Nikiyam Hashem Yisrael, some questions on the Parsha that are very difficult to answer. And anyone who gets the right answer will get a special matana min hashamayim. Okay, here are some of the questions on the Parsha. So we have the passage and the story of your friend's ox who's lost. Right before that is a story about someone who's chayiv misa and we hang him on a tree. What does the guy who's hanging on the tree, can't be left hanging overnight, have to do with the ox that goes lost and you have to return it to the owner? No, what does one thing have to do with the other? Or, right after it says if you see your friend's ox laden and he needs help, if you see your friend who needs help loading up his ox, after that it says a man should not wear the garment of a woman and vice versa. What does one thing have to do with the other? Next question. Perek Chav Beis, Pasuk Chav Aleph. You ready for this? The Pasuk says, you have a woman, she's a Nara Hamurasa, and she was Mazana. And they take her out to the entrance of her father's house, and all the residents of the city stone her. So Rashi asks, no, they don't stone her. They don't stone her. You know who stones her? The Bezdin. What does it mean, Anshe Irai? B'maimid kol Anshe Irai. They're watching. Yeah, you remember that? It says, Uskaluha Anshe Ira. The people of the city stone her. Says Rashi, no, it means in their presence. So I have one simple question. If it meant in their presence, why would the Torah say that they stone her? Why would the Torah write they stone her if they don't stone her? I mean, if you didn't have Rashi, you would read the pasuk wrong. So why does the Torah write it that way? Why does the Torah write Uskalua Anshe Ira? They're not doing it, they're just watching. It must be that the Bezdin is like acting as their agents, perhaps. And it's considered like they did it. But I'm not sure. Rashi doesn't say that. Chazal don't say that. Okay. Next, you ready for this? We have a man, he sort of coerced a woman. The thing is, she went along with it. She was happy about it. So she was an Armarasa. We got to kill both of them. Can I ask you a question? The Torah says we kill him because he violated her. And we kill her because she didn't scream out. Who did the worst crime? You would think he did he did it. He forced her. She just went along with it. I don't understand. Why does the Torah say you're going to kill both of them? And Hanara al devar shaloit saka. The girl, you kill her because she didn't scream out. And the man for coercing her. Why do we talk about what she did first? I mean, isn't he the more guilty party over here? What did she do wrong? Oh, she didn't scream. Yeah, but he did the act. Why are we nailing her first? Why do we first say, Hanara al devar shelo yitzaka? I mean, that's like the secondary crime over here. Fine. Now this is mamish pela atzuma. So there's a girl, she's my Russell-ish, and the guy finds her in the city, and he violates her. She didn't scream out, so we kill them. Then we have a Parshas Sasuma, and then the pasuk says, but if he found her in the field, why is there a Samach in the middle? Why is there a Parshas Stuma in the middle of this? It's the same story. It's not a field, it's not a city, it's the field. Why does this deserve a new parsha, that now all of a sudden it's a Parshas Sesuma. Okay. Ready for this one? This is a really good one. So it says, Perek Chaf Gimel Pasuk Daled. Perek Chaf Gimel Pasuk Daled. Lo Yavai Amoni Umayavi B'Kal Hashem. And Amoni Umayavi cannot come into the community of God. What does that mean? Amoni Umayavi can't come to the community. Does that mean we can't let them in the neighborhood? No. Rashi says Lo Yisa Yisraelis. It means don't marry a Yisraelis. An Amoni can't marry Yisraelis. Why does Rashi have to say that? He just said in Pasuk Gimel, Lo Yavai Mamzer B'Kal Hashem, Lo Yisa Yisraelis. So, on the Pasuk Lo Yavai Mamzer B'Kal Hashem, Rashi already said it means she can't marry a Jewish woman. So why does Rashi have to repeat it in Pasuk Daled that Lo Yavai Amoni Mayavi B'Kal Hashem means that she can't marry Yisraelis? And why in Pasuk Beis on Lo Yavai Pitzu Adaka B'Kal Hashem does Rashi not say it means he can't marry Yisraelis? We have three psukim: Lo Yavai Pitzu Adaka, Lo Yavai Mamzer, Lo Yavai Amoni. Pasuk 2, Lo Yavai Mamzer, means don't marry Yisraelis. Pasuk 3, Lo Yavai Amoni, it means don't marry Yisraelis. Why does Rashi have to say on both of those? And why doesn't Rashi say on Pitzu Adaka that he can't marry Yisraelis? Next, Perek Chav Daled Pasuk Vav. This is a good one. So a guy marries a new woman. Ki yikach isha chadasha. Don't go out to war. And even before the next Parshas Sesuma, it says, by the way, don't take as a mashkoin somebody's millstone. Here, because the next subject is kidnapping. But within the samach, you marry a new woman, don't go to war. Also, don't take someone else's millstone. I mean, what's that got to do with, in your first year, don't go to war. By the way, the Baal HaTurim was bothered by that. He said, so it's a remez that a person's wife could be a mashkoin, that min hashamayim, sometimes the isha, the wife, could be taken from shamayim as a mashkoin. But al pi pshat, what's the connection between lo yikach isha chadasha and lo yachva rechaim v'arachev? One final question. Perek Chaf Hei Pasuk Daled. The pasuk says, "Arbaim yakenu loisachsoim shar b'dishai." You get 40 malchus. Don't muzzle an ox. What does that have to do with not getting it with 40 malchus? So I said, what do you mean? Don't you know the Gemara? The Gemara says explicitly that the Torah juxtaposes loisachsoim shar b'dishai to arbaim yakenu. From there we learn that you only get malchus for a lav sheyesh by maisa. Yeah, but I got that. But is loisachsoim shar b'dishai the only lav sheyesh by maisa that there is? Of all lav sheyesh by masas, why do we dafka pick loisachsoim shar b'dishai? Okay, so those are some questions on Parshas Ki Seitzei. And now we have one more very important shir. We're continuing in Biur Tefillah.